sure if the whole country has watched how the National Commissioner, together with General Khumalo and General Mkhwanazi, have been carrying on. You can see that General Masemola, firstly, General Khumalo and other team members were arrested by IDEC. I didn't know the reason why they were arrested. I was not even part of the whole thing. But I know that that angered General Mkhwanazi and General Masemola to an extent that they reacted to this arrest. And unfortunately, a newspaper article came. Unfortunately, the newspaper article then suggested that the National Commissioner will be arrested next week. And as a result, the next thing what happened, for the whole week, he was not actually that much active because we could not see him. We were the one attending the meetings. And I heard General Mkhwanazi last week here in this committee saying the National Commissioner was at the doorstep of being arrested. And that's why they had to do what they did. So, which confirmed the fact that that was a preemptive strike. But what I want to say is that is there a faction? It is for this committee to decide. But what I want to put on the table then is that let's take for an example. There is these members of crime intelligence who were arrested. The National Commissioner appoints General Patekile in the Western Cape to conduct an investigation. Then I get suspended. The National Commissioner appoints Patekile to investigate. I get suspended on issues related to issues that affect General Khumalo. He appoints the same General Patekile to investigate. The National Commissioner, there is an investigation that is being conducted apparently where from the Public Service Commission they're investigating the appointment of Major General Sebola, who is in the office of the National Commissioner. The National Commissioner still appoint, I'm told, is same General Sebola, who clears this investigation of General Sebola, saying that the National Commissioner can appoint whoever he wants to appoint and that they must condone. I don't have that report, I'm not sure. The National Commissioner, after Khumalos were arrested, he clears them within 2 weeks, their investigation is cleared. There is an investigation that is running by IPID that involves one of the Lieutenant Generals, the Deputy National Commissioner at IPID. I'm also told that this investigation, the internal investigation, has quickly been completed and cleared. I know IPID is still running, but internally they are cleared. In my case, I was not under investigation by any institution, and other than the investigation that they themselves, like your Khumalo and General Mkhwanazi, and they are running after me about. So I'm just saying, looking at the unfair way in which this whole thing is being handled, one can actually come to a conclusion that there are those that are very close to the heart of the National Commissioner, and there are those that he wants to see out of the police. I know where I'm sitting. Now, as we speak, I'm facing 4 parallel processes. 4. At this point in time, I'm supposed to focus on the Madlanga and the ad hoc. And as I'm trying to focus on these 2, I'm expected to watch the proceedings and record so that I can also go and put a report together so that I can also represent myself there. Then I was suspended and charged departmentally. Now I must go then to the other labor lawyers to deal with this thing when I'm dealing with these ones that are assisting me with Madlanga. Then as I'm still looking for that, then I get criminally chased on again. So now I must now look for the lawyer for the criminal, because each and every environment that has got in its own expertise. Now I'm facing with 4 processes. I haven't been sleeping. I have to, during the day, attend to the unions. I have to attend to the lawyers. I have to, at night, I must listen to what, who said what about me. So it hasn't been an easy process. Now, before I left, before the National Commissioner suspended me, after the arrest of General Khumalo, he calls me. He makes me to sign the approval for the finance support for General Khumalo and the team that was arrested. In my case, we are applied. To date, we haven't had anything. And you do get lawyers who says, no, I can't spend so much time and I have nothing, I'm not being paid. Tomorrow they ask you a question, but who's financing you, your legal battles? And they are not approving it as well. What must I do? And it was clear that you go to the ad hoc, you go to the Madlanga or criminal, you are entitled to be covered, but I'm not. So I'm just saying, these are the things that makes me believe that all animals are equal, but others are more equal than others.
What is this? Does this manifest a differences with you, a dislike of you, or even victimization? Or does this manifest that there are factions within SAPS?
All of those.
All of those?
Yes. I feel that in my case, remember I came back as a result of the court order, the labor court that says go back to your work. And many heard General Mkhwanazi saying, I don't know why this man came back. I don't know why the organization allowed him back. I don't know why your colleague would say that, because I joined the police at a very young age when I was 20 years old. Today I'm 57 years old. I've been working very hard for this organization, and he knows that how we were released is because of my involvement in the investigation of Richard Mudlu. I'm the one who arrested Richard Mudlu, not him. I worked with Minister Begit Kele, former Minister Begit Kele. I reported to him at that time, and General Dramat and Petros. And then General Mkhwanazi was just there for a few months and then also removed, and then Minister Riapiaga. I am the one who was involved there. Now, when we were released or removed, all of us, because of the rendition matter, where I was not involved, that's why the court said, this can't be, because this man you can see was not there. The same applies to this thing of this disbandment. I cannot for the life of me, where I'm sitting, imagine that an instruction, a lawful instruction comes from the minister to the national commissioner, from the national commissioner to me. And a deputy national commissioner must lose his job because of that. And then they bring other stories to muddy the whole thing and say, no, it's because of the cartels. We didn't know what we now know. They are not connected, this thing. Just tell me what was my role in those cartels that you're talking about. Where I'm sitting, I have a document that was produced by Crime Intelligence. When the minister said, I want to know who's supplying firearms. Where do these firearms coming from? Why are we not able to arrest these people that are supplying the firearms? And who's supplying drugs? Where do they manufacture drugs? Do we know who are the kingpins? Do we know where the clandestine laboratories are? Why are you not arresting them? The presentation was presented by Crime Intelligence. We have those presentations. The big five that is being spoken about is not there. And if it is indeed true, it is there, it exists, why are they not being arrested? For drugs or for whatever reasons it may be. But personally, I'm not involved in the big five. I don't know the big five. So I'm just saying, you ask a simple question, are there cartels or are there factionalism in the South African Police Service? I'm tempted to say yes, but I think it's better left to this committee to look at what is happening after our presentation and decide on that statement.
Well, you said at paragraph 110 of your statement on page 34, I do not believe that SAPS is plagued with factionalism.
Where did I say? Which one? Which paragraph?
At paragraph 110 on page 34.
That's exactly what I said.
That's what you said?
Yes, I said I do not believe that SAPS is plagued with factionalism. However, I will make oral submission when I appear in front of the committee on some observations.
Yeah, so you've spoken about...
Those observations are the ones that I was talking about now.
Yes.
Yes.
Kumalo, and then you related, it's all in paragraphs from 108 through to paragraph 115. You describe your relationship with Lieutenant General Kwanazi, with Kumalo, and then with the National Commissioner.
Logically speaking, Chair, if you are the accounting officer of an organization and a senior member is charged in terms of the MFMA or PFMA, you are expected to act, and especially if it involves finances, you are expected to act. There's no way that a person is criminally charged by a department such as IDEC and you don't act. You just keep the person, you even bring the person to work in your office. You're defying logic there. There's no way that a person who's been charged by the criminal court of law, charged for corruption or for whatever they've been charged for, you can't keep the person. You must say to the person, now that you've been charged, we suggest that maybe perhaps you should go stay at home and then clear your name and then come back. Not to quickly, within 2 weeks, even conduct an investigation that clears them and then they continue to run as normal as possible, yet they are facing criminal cases. In my case, everybody, you are making it clear to the whole world that you are pushing me out. You want to see me out. And you are even embarrassing me. You send him, I'm the Deputy National Commissioner, you send in the Special Task Force, junior members that I've been working with to come and harass me at my house. It's not fair. Let me not say too much, Chair.
Yeah, sometimes you shouldn't. Can I just ask you lastly, do you know any of the deputy ministers?
Yes, I know them.
Both?
Both of them.
Deputy Minister Matale and Dr. Boshelo?
Yes.
You probably know Deputy Minister but Matale better because he was the deputy also to former Minister Cele.
Yes, but I know them equally the same because it's not like I meet them every day.
What is your relationship with them?
No relationship whatsoever. It's a professional relationship. They are the deputy ministers of the organization.
Have you ever exchanged WhatsApps with either of them?
I have exchanged many WhatsApp messages with all of them. And but that what was spoken about the last time that involved I forgot the name. Please remind me if you have it because I know where you are going, Council. Let me put it this way. That is not my language to call someone a Keida Makubela or something like that. Can we read it? But that message, unless it's a message that was sent to me by somebody and I forward to the either Inspector General or to Deputy Minister Matal, I don't remember, I don't know. But I'm not the author of that WhatsApp message because that's not my language.
Do you want me to read it to you?
Please.
Good afternoon, DM. Is that for Deputy Minister or for
Yes.
Deputy Minister Matale?
Yes. Deputy Minister.
Which one?
DM is Deputy Minister.
So it could be either Matali or Boshielo.
Yes.
Please note the following.
Please?
No, I'm reading, I'm back quoting you the WhatsApp. It says, please note the following. One, a source has indicated that CI, that's supposed crime intelligence, has procured new spyware equipment to the value of 13 million rands over the past weekend. The equipment was sourced from China and did not follow the normal processes, e.g., minister needs to sign for anything more than 10 million. Then my suggestions that we should commit the National Commissioner to this. He needs to come out and say whether he knows about it or not. If not, he must investigate. If yes, why is the minister not informed? But then it goes on. Then it goes on to say, therefore, only a handful of individuals are privy to the details of the procurement and its usage. They include the current DivCom, the Secret Service account head, the supply chain head, and a tech specialist. It is believed that the usage of said equipment will be for political purposes, targeting ANC leadership. DM comments. DM should take note of the above and exercise vigilance with any type of electronic communication such as cell phones, emails, etc. Yeah, then it's cut off. What's it? No. Comrade Masemola has also been briefed. Please try to check. I'm not sure what is going on.
Now, I don't even know who's Comrade Masemola. And I don't talk the language of comrades, so Comrade Masemola or what, or the ANC. I'm not involved in politics. So this one, be rest assured, the chair and the House, I don't take responsibility for this message, and I actually deny it with the contempt it deserves. I at all, I don't associate myself in that type of writing, and I don't accept it at all. Total.